Hey everyone, Dulce here and you're watching Candy's Garden. Are you tired of going into a video where they tell you how to grow something fast, but it's all a lie just so you can click on their video? Well, look no further, because this video is for you if you want to know the true secret in growing an avocado tree from seed the fastest. Yes, it's true. I figured out the true secret in growing an avocado tree from seed the fastest. No gimmicks, no clickbait. Now don't take my word for it. As they say, the proof is in the pudding, so let's get started. First things first, I want to clarify something. Before anybody disagrees with me or has something to say about me saying that this is a new discovery, just hear me out. I've done my research on Google and nowhere does it mention anything about growing an avocado tree from seed the way that I'm about to tell you. I've also searched through YouTube and watched many videos on how to grow an avocado tree from seed the fastest, or the fastest way to grow an avocado tree from seed, and still no one does the method that I'm about to tell you. Therefore, this to me is a new discovery on how to grow an avocado tree from seed the fastest. 100% real, so let's get to this. As you can see, I've got 4 different pots of avocado trees growing that I've started from seed. The 2 on the right were started the traditional way with the toothpick method, and the 2 on the left were the way I plan to explain in a little bit. Now for the 2 on the right, I wish I had markers for them, but I don't, and they were started sometime last year during the spring to summer season of 2019. They are just taking their sweet time to grow. The ones on the left were started by this new method, and as you can see, I've used the braiding method for them as well. If you want to check out how to braid your very own tree, I'll leave the link to that video I made in the description box below. But I've given them a bigger pot initially because they were taller to begin with. Now I started one of these guys June the 1st of 2019, and I will show that to you right here. But I do not have any photos of the progress because of course I didn't know that this new method would really work. But of course it turned out to be a game changer for everyone who wants to grow an avocado tree from seed the fastest. I do have a photo though, and I will insert that in here, and it was taken October the 28th of 2019. I also want to add that when you do this new method, your avocado tree may look like it's albino, but don't worry, the tree should regain its natural color within a week or 2. And as you can see today, the 26th of October 2020, about a year later, and they are looking really good and healthy. And these guys over here, I actually took the time to take pictures of their progress because I knew that this new method really works. So let's take a look into that. I started this seed using the toothpick method on September the 24th, 2019, but didn't start this new method until the 17th of October 2019. So it took about a month to get to this point. Note, you definitely want to allow more growth to the stem before this new method. Otherwise, it just delays the growing process. This is a photo of it on the 1st of November 2019 and the true start of its speedy growth. So let's let the photos do the talking. So if we take a look at the measurements, overall, it's like the tree was growing about an inch a day. Now let's take a look at the one I initially started on the 15th of October 2019 with the toothpick method. This one took some time because I started this new method on March the 13th, 2020 when this photo was taken. As you can see, I did decide to measure it at the beginning of the process, and it started at about 2 inches tall. On the 11th of April 2020, I decided to transplant the tree in some soil, and after about a week, on the 18th of April 2020, you can see the tree starting to get its color back. 2 weeks later, on the 2nd of May 2020, this is what it looked like. The tree was regaining more of its natural color and its leaves were coming in. A week later, on the 9th of May 2020, there were more leaves growing and the others were getting bigger. 10 days later, on May the 19th, 2020, I transplanted the two together using the braiding method. 2 days before the huge hailstorm, on the 25th of May 2020, this is what they look like. And 4 days after that storm, the 31st of May 2020, this is how they look. Finally, the 6th of June 2020, this was the last updated photo. And today, the 26th of October 2020, they are doing well, as you can see. So let's get on with this new method already. So for this project, you are going to need an avocado seed, of course. You can start it any way at first, but you need it to look like this. These two on the left were started the same way, just like you see it is. The toothpicks are holding them up above the water where only the roots get the water. The one on the right was actually started in the paper towel and bagging method. And once I noticed there were roots, I used the toothpick method. No matter how you start it, like I said, you need it to look like this for this project. Now, however long it takes you to get to this point, I can't tell you because avocados grow at their own speed. They grow however fast they want to. Like this one on the left, I started it on August the 30th. And it's barely cracking. This one in the middle, I started it on September the 11th, and she's doing well. And of course, I started this one on the right on the 20th, and they were all the same brand of avocado. This is the brand I used for this, a tropical one. It's a lot bigger than the typical one you see at the grocery store, and this is the size comparison. But of course, you can use any brand of avocado for this project. So the reason why you need it to look like this for this project is because you need the stem to have already come out at about 2 inches, and this one's at about 2.5, not counting this at the top where it says 3 inches. But it needs to look like this because the stem needs to have already come out of the seed. If you try to do it like this won't work. I've already tried it like that, so you need it to look like this for this project. Trust me, it works. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this to where she needs to be to get growing. I also want to add that I've never altered, nor will I ever, the water the seeds are in. It's regular tap water from the sink with water changes when necessary. I've never put any fertilizer, any root hormone, or additives in the water to speed up the process. So let's get to this, shall we? Alright, so here we are under my bathroom sink where she will stay until she is about 1 foot long, and at that point I will then transplant her into some soil. You can place yours wherever you want to, but it needs to be kept dark as much as possible for this project. Just don't forget about yours because you may still need to add water along the way. I will update you as soon as I start noticing any growth, which will be soon. And remember, she was at 2.5 inches tall, and today is October the 22nd. Okay, so today is October the 26th, and I shared with y'all the past 2 days of this avocado tree's growth. Every day she seems to be gaining a half an inch, and I've not done anything to her but keep her in the dark. And for this reason, I will call this new method of growing avocado trees the dark method. Well, you know how they call things the baggy method, the greenhouse method, the this method, the that method. I am going to name this new method the dark method. I have also not done anything to the water, but add a little more when needed. So let's take a look at her growth today. Now, the last 2 photos were taken in the evening, and it's in the morning right now. And she is currently at, you can see that, 4 1/4. 4 1/4. So I predict that this evening she will be at 4.5 inches tall, and I will take a photo of that, of course, and I'll share it within this video. But as you can see right here, she is starting to lose her color a bit from being in the dark, but don't worry about this, it ends up coming back. Alright, this is it for right now. I will be taking more pictures and updating you along the way. Alright, so today is the morning of November 4th, 2020, nearly 2 weeks since I started this tree, and this is what she looks like today. Let's take a look at how tall she is now. Alright, so she is, if I can get that to stop twitching, at about 9 3/4. 9 3/4, y'all. So from what I can see, she's been gaining pretty much about a half an inch to an inch a day. So my prediction, if I were to leave her in the dark, she'll probably get to be about a foot tall by the 8th or the 9th. What do y'all predict? Let me know in the comment section down below. For right now, I am going to end this video, and you'll have to check out part 2 to find out if my predictions are correct. So stay tuned for that. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would. And remember, love God because He loves you. And y'all have a nice day now. You hear? Bye.